What's up gamers, and welcome back to another review. Today we are reviewing Hero Survival, and I should let you guys know that I did get a code for this game. Now with that said, as soon as I heard that this game was a Vampire Survivors like game, I knew that I had to check it out. Now unfortunately, being like Vampire Survivors is all this game has in common with it. Now let's start off with the basics. As always, this game is priced at $5 and it's available on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. It is a roguelite action shooter, and in this game you play as Pwn Master 69. Now this is not a joke, you literally play as Pwn Master 69 and you're teleported into this weirdo world where you have to survive in order to be set free and released back into your own world. Now the game is colorful and I really do like the simplistic art style. You do have plenty of stats just like any other Vampire Survivor like game. And there's other characters for you to unlock, as well as new weapons that you can unlock so that you can start off each run with stronger guns. But that's kind of where the similarities stop. I kind of feel like this game was thrown together without much thought as to how the stats would benefit the player. In almost every vampire-like game I've played, stats, while random, always seem to help you out, even if just a little bit. In Hero Survival, I had plenty of runs where they just felt random and served no real benefit to my character or the weapons that I was using. And to make things even worse, in more than a few runs, some of my guns just wouldn't even shoot. There was no reason for this. It's not like I picked up a bad perk or I got stunned like you might get in some other games. The gun simply just would not shoot. It would just aim at enemies and never actually go off and fire. And while I have seen other games where the weapons are laid out in a similar manner to Hero Survival, instantly Rotato comes to mind, having guns surrounding you in a 2x2 perimeter around your character just didn't feel the same or as good as in other games. At the start of each run, you will get to pick one of 3 perks that you'll be able to carry throughout the run. You'll get a bullet perk that allows you to shoot harder and shoot through some enemies, or you can choose a bomb perk that will randomly spawn bombs and cause an extra AoE attack, or a ice perk that you can choose that has a chance of freezing enemies in place for a short time. Now I quickly found that the bomb perk is the best as it helps clear out enemies faster, and while I did try some of the other perks, the bomb is definitely the best one, so I went back to it. Now with that decision made, it made every other run either feel like it wasn't worth the time that I put into it, or it made the game feel very bland and boring knowing that we were setting out on another run with the exact same perk. Now after you level up, you do get other perks like extra weapons that you can choose from to lock into your 2x2 perimeter, or smaller perks that help out with the main perk you've chosen. Of course there are other perks that you can pick up, but they will only last until the next time you level up, which kind of makes those perks not really that useful. Now of course you're trying to buy other characters and guns at the end of your run, so you do need money, and you get some thrown around your run while killing enemies. So you need to be sure to pick up those coins as fast as possible. Any coins that are not picked up by the end of the wave will be collected automatically, but will be reduced to a 1 coin value, which means you could lose out on a ton of money if you leave a lot of coins on the map at the end of that wave. The map just seems small, crowded, and kind of boring. There are a few things on the map like trees or gravestones depending on what level you're playing, but they're not destructible and you can't even really interact with anything on the map, so they're kind of just in the way, kind of set up as set pieces, and they do nothing more than obstruct your view. As a matter of fact, you can pass right through everything and it's just kind of frustrating. But I think the most frustrating thing of all is your health. You start off with a set amount of health, and yes, while you can increase your health if you get lucky and it pops up as a random perk, there is no other way to heal. There are no health drops, there are no health refills, there is nothing. So along with each run, which if you are to succeed on a run, you need to survive 10 different waves with more and more bad guys. Along with that, you need to be very careful not to get hit, and if you do, you have to pray that you get a health perk, many of which won't even heal you back up 100%. Now, I want you guys to listen to me. I don't want to say anything negative about any games that I get codes for or any games that I play. I don't think anyone sets out to say anything negative about games. It's just not what we're here for, but I do have to be honest with you guys. I honestly cannot recommend this game. It just feels like they picked a few weapons, then threw a ton of enemies at you. Everything in this game just kind of feels like it's based on luck and not skill or perks of any kind, and that just kind of makes the game feel boring. Now look, it is a game, right? And it works for the most part, but the only reason that I'm going to continue playing this game is to get all the achievements, which does seem like it's an attainable thing that you can do. Now, if I had to give this game a score, I'd have to say that this is probably a 5 out of 10. And you all know that I absolutely love indie games. This one just didn't really do anything for me, unfortunately. Now, if you guys want to check out other indie games that I think everyone should be playing, be sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for our next review.